start to shift our focus each and every day to find the little positives that are happening all around us all the time that we tend to ignore. Hello there, and welcome to this Wednesday Word of Wisdom. Here in Canada, we are moving into Thanksgiving, and this is a time in our worlds where we celebrate gifts all around us, right? This is a time that, say, when the original settlers came on over, they would celebrate the harvest. There was a gratefulness of, okay, we can move into the winter and we're going to be okay. We might be celebrating a holiday called Thanksgiving here. But the thing is that we are constantly surrounded in negativity. It's all around us all the time. And what I'm going to share with you today is 4 exercises just to start to help you to add more thanks into your life. When we can start to shift to a more positive attitude in our life, we can start to defeat some of that negativity that is all around us all the time. And the key is just discovering practices that are going to increase gratefulness in our lives, right? Finding a buddy, finding somebody who's going to do some gratefulness with you is really helpful. You can challenge one another, you can share your experiences, you can learn and grow with one another. And it just really helps us to start to shift our focus each and every day to find the little positives that are happening all around us all the time that we tend to ignore.
Get your daily dose of motivation on the Motivational Moments with Michelle podcast. In Motivation with Michelle podcast, you'll get encouraging, uplifting, and life-changing wisdom that will transform your world at your fingertips, 24 hours a day. Get a fuller, deeper revelation of the tools you can implement to see incredible transformation in your life from Michelle Newstedter's powerful teachings. Tune in whenever you need to be edified, uplifted, or a dose of motivation, no matter where you are. Subscribe to Motivational Moments with Michelle podcast with Michelle Newstedter today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SoundCloud.
So the first challenge that I want to give to you today is to every single day take a photo of something that you're thankful for. I want you to do this exercise for 10 straight days. And at the end of every day, I want you to take 10 minutes just to reflect on the things that you're grateful for. Write them down. I want you to try and see if you can write down at least 3 good things from that day. And taking pictures can help us to remember these things. The best part of it is that there's no rules, right? You could take pictures of green grass or frost on trees or your favorite umbrella, or maybe it's grain waving in the wind, or maybe you see a pretty flower or a bug that intrigues you. Whatever it is that you see, I want you just to take a photograph, and at the end of the day, try and remember 3 good things from the day and write them down. By doing this, you're going to help yourself find the little things that you're grateful for that you wouldn't have noticed before. If you're constantly looking for something to capture, the more likely you are to see something that you're grateful for. What great things that are going on in your life every day that you missed, that you could have taken the time to see. Whenever you need a reminder of what really matters to you, you're going to have those photographs to look back on. The second thing that I want you to look at is say in your everyday interactions, cashiers, the coffee person, the teller at the front desk person at the gym, or wherever it is that you are in a day, I want you to thank those people, really thank those people, right? When dealing with people, take those 2 extra seconds to look at them, look them in the eye, make that eye contact. That little moment of connection is so important to both you and to them. Because when we're busy treating somebody like they're a vending machine, we're not really experiencing that moment either. Consider also maybe doing things like taking off your earbuds, smile, offer a really sincere compliment. Ask them how their day is going, but focus on that thanking them. The third task I want to give to you is to start to work on your relationships with gratefulness. So many of us spend our lives chasing after happiness, searching for the next best thing, home, car, job, people, whatever it might be that might lead us to some sense of contentment. And after we get there or get enough of those things lined up, we feel like then I'll have the time to be grateful, right? But no, the thing is that those things are right in front of us right here, right now. We've got relationships, we've got happiness, and right in front of us. Just like we tend to overlook the little things in our day that are good, we tend to overlook the little things that the people in our lives are doing, saying, even just for them being there, being a part of our world. We miss that by not recognizing them and expressing that gratefulness that we could be expressing to them. You know, our life is richer because they are there. And we need to share that with them. My fourth tool, my fourth strategy that I want to give to you, my fourth challenge to you is to be honest about the thanks that you want to hear from the people in your life. Most of us are fairly comfortable asking for what we want. You know, shoes, how you like your steak cooked. But very few of us are really good at asking for the kind of thanks or the praise that we want to receive. A lot of us struggle to do this because we're so critical of ourselves and we feel like it's going to be forced if I tell somebody to tell me something good. But you know what? The thing is that those people around us, our partner or whomever, they don't necessarily know what it is that we need to hear. And we have to be willing to start to share that with those people. It's kind of like I do this often and I really need to feel some sense of appreciation. I just want to feel like somebody sees it and somebody gets it. And all we're doing is just being vulnerable and sharing a little need that's going to get a need met for me. Start by trying this out with like your closest people in your life, your friends, your family. Tell them what you want to hear because you know what? They probably don't know and they might think that they're meeting your needs just the way they're being. And that might not be the truth for you. A thankful person in their daily life will feel more confident, they feel more contentment, they experience more joy, they don't find themselves sort of circling the mountain of negativity over and over and over again. And that's because they're intentionally seeking out what's good around them. Gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation. It's an attitude. It is a way of doing life and a way of doing life differently. And it's so simple to shift to that place of gratitude in our everyday life. Start to see and acknowledge the good that is in our world every single day. even just seeing like things that, we complain about often, but seeing the good in them. Maybe we think our house is too small or we want a better car, but can we see the good in what we do have? That gratitude, it helps people start to feel an increase in more positive emotions in their life. It raises our mood. It helps us to really experience each moment that we walk through. Plus, it releases all sorts of amazing neurotransmitters and hormones and chemicals into our body that do really good things for us, like improves our health. It helps us to better manage the challenges and the adversities that we have to feel, and it helps us to build strong relationships. I hope that this has added value to you and you will take this challenge and run with it. So again, the 4 things that I would like you to look at, work on: take a photo of something you're thankful for and write down 3 things. In your everyday interactions that you have to go through every day, use some gratefulness. In our relationships, let's start to thank people. And 4, let's be honest and ask for the thanks, the acknowledgments that we want to be able to hear in our own life. Have yourself a beautiful day, and I will be back with you next week. Bye for now.
Is there so much turmoil in your thinking that it feels like your mind is an actual battleground? You have trouble falling asleep because it just won't shut off? Or you wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep because of all the thoughts? Or maybe you notice that you worry all the time, constantly thinking about the worst case scenario or all of the what ifs that could happen. And probably not getting the results that you would like in life, feeling like something needs to change. Well, that makes sense, because how we think determines whether we win or lose in life.
In the program, De-Stress and Refresh, Michelle Newsetter will walk you through how to get back in control, or maybe get control for the first time, of our thoughts, our emotions, and the results we are getting in our lives. If you want tomorrow to be different than today, you're going to have to do something today to make tomorrow different. Otherwise, you don't have a new tomorrow, you simply have a longer today. Don't miss out. Go to extremexcellence.ca and click De-Stress and Refresh.
To get into this revolutionary program, plus for a limited time, if you complete this program and give your testimonial, Michelle will even refund you 50% of your enrollment fee. What do you have to lose? Space is limited. Secure your spot today.